Hey friend, it's Brian here. Look, well, let me just first start off by saying, hey to my good friends, my best friends, my old friends, thank you for coming on back into the room. And hey to any new friends coming in for the first time. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna try to be brief in the beginning. We're going through the pandemic, we're going through staying at home. Some days are easier than others. Today is one of those days that's not as easy for me. Some days I just wake up and I just don't have it, whatever it is, whether it's motivation or a spirit. I just don't have a lot of motivation to get up and do anything. I just sometimes it's so strong that I stay in bed for a long time, if not the most of the day. But days when my mind is right, I try to push through it. So I'm still kind of in that funky energy or whatever it is that's space, but I'm trying my best to push through. I'm trying to push through with you guys, and I'm trying. I'm trying to push through with you guys. Because I release a video every day at 2 p.m. in a premiere on the channel, and I've been doing that since this thing has started, since I've been staying at home, because it's something for me to look forward to, and I enjoy chatting with you guys in the premiere chat. It's just something that daily I can just look forward to, and I ran out of videos, so like I have to. It's such a great thing that I ran out of videos on this day because like you have to do this, Brian. You have to do this, so I'm doing it. And this is a request from one of the people who is consistently in the chat, and that's Kelvin. So thanks, Kelvin, for the request, and thank you for being there in those chats because it means a lot to me. Um, on this channel, we've always chosen music because music is such a great way to connect people and for us to kind of escape the spaces that we're in. And in these times, can't be any better than that. And Kelvin requested, let me see, Shoshana Bean Make It Rain live at the Ace Theater. So that's what we're gonna listen to. I don't know what it is. Sorry if it's too bright. This is Ed Sheeran. Way down in my soul. The pain of my mother. Ooh, will not let me go. Girl, her deep voices. Bro, my sound system off. Well, I know there can come fire from the sky to refine the purest of kings. Even though I know this fire brings me pain, even so, and just the same, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Make it rain, please make it rain down on me. Some interesting rasp. Make it rain. And a seed, it needs a woman to grow up from the ground. You're feeling it, huh? But it just keeps on getting harder. Oh, the hunger more profound. Who's in the audience? They is still. So let the sky fill with thunderous applause. And let lightning. I'm here. Be the vein different. Y'all see the drummer cutting up. Come on. Come on, horn. Was that a horn? She ain't finished.
It stops by the shore. It's like the riches of grandeur. Ooh, they never reach the poor. Well, I know they can't come tears from the eyes.
Come on, Shoshana.
But it may as well be in vain. Even though I know these tears come with pain, even so, just the same.
Okay, Shoshana. All right. Shoshana. Look where the mic at. She's still going. Get off the screen, Shoshana. Hold on. Why the audience still sitting down? I'm not even in a good mood and I'm cutting up. I love how she's just holding that mic. Love that. There's so much energy. She just has so much. She exudes so much energy without even doing anything. How is he directing them from the behind? They can see him? I guess he was directing the lights. I don't know what he was doing. I'm trying to see if the audience, if that matches up to what I would do. I mean, they did give a standing ovation, but at this point, we would have already been standing. So I felt like the when the song ended, let me pick this stuff up before I cause a fire. When the song ended, we would have to do a little bit more than just the appropriate sounds for a standing ovation. We would have to cut up. We would have to really cut up. You know what I mean? It'd be like, you know, Shoshana, go to the stage. You know, like we had to really cut up because she did a performance of that quality. Is her name Shoshana? Her name, I think, is Shoshana. Shoshana. That's her name, huh? Shoshana. No, no. Yeah, Shoshana. It's probably not that. She cut up. Who is Shoshana? Where's she from? You know, we exactly where is she? There's an Ace Hotel in New Orleans, so Ace, I guess I'm thinking the Ace Hotel is kind of like a brand, right? Um, who is Shoshana? You know, she reminds me of. She's so old school to me, like one of those old school divas. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm gonna try. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Performers. Um, she reminds me of. I'm gonna say someone, but not them. But y'all remember in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like Jessica Rabbit, how she was this infamous, famous lounge singer specific to, and maybe I'm making this up, but it's like she's one of those big stars known in the region where she comes from. You know what I mean? And she is just beautiful, and where she is just living. She is a queen, and people come to the lounge and hear her sing, and she just reminds me of that old school singer who lived like that. You know what I mean? Like she was known in her area, and everyone came to her. You know, it was the elusive chanteuse. You know what I mean? Something along those lines where, yeah, that's just what it reminds me. She reminds me of one of those old school singers. Um, she, it was really really good. I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of memory because the performance was a little bit. It says it was 8 minutes. It did not feel like 8 minutes of a performance. That's for sure. Because she had this great way of carrying something all the way through for that long of a time. She had a great way of building it. You know, like great way because she was singing all the way through. So I wasn't expecting the climax to be as big of a climax because she was performing the entire way through, and I thought that was going to be the most. Like it was exciting. It really, my mood has definitely changed. Nothing like good singing to really just kind of whoa. I don't know if I did that right, but whoa, like that was some good singing. And like I'm saying, like she had such a great. I feel like I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in a good mood now, but I'm still funky in my thoughts, so I might not be getting everything out correctly the way I want to say it. But she has such a great way of perf- attacking the song the whole way through. You know what I mean? Like the whole picture of the song. So she said, I'm not gonna sing until the very end of the song. And when she let loose. But she still gave such a great performance in the whole thing. You know what I mean? She didn't give me all of it in the beginning. So instead, she's a performer by nature. So it was all in the attitude that she stood in. And not everybody has that strong of a stage presence quality. You know what I mean? That's so authentic. Like sometimes girls put it on, even dudes, and it's a put on. But she stood still in it, and there's a difference. There's a complete difference. Not saying one is better than the other one, or one is wrong. But this one was just so effective for me. It wasn't like, oh yeah, girl. It's kind of like, what is going on? Like, what is she? It was just very compelling, and she had it all the way through, and she was eating word until she got to the end where she was laying them out. She was eating them. When I studied theater, and one of my first theater director always said that squeeze the lemon, and she was just squeezing that lemon vocally. And she was just eating those words up, and I was like, go ahead. I still wasn't there, so I wasn't really as reactive to it. But then once but I was watching it, and then once she got to the end, it was just like ridiculous. And it was just going and going. This is something I have to watch again because I think I was cutting up so much that I was missing stuff. So I wasn't. I heard it, but just to kind of hear it again because it was just so unique, and the rasp in her voice, right, was just so interesting because it was so effortless all the way too. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't, but she made it look effortless. And maybe it was. I don't know. Her vocal placements were really interesting as well too, because she had this interesting rasp in her voice that felt like she had a lot of control over it too. So I don't know if that's her actual vocal quality or if that's something that she can actually just kind of tap into when she feels like it. You know what I mean? Like some people just have a raspy voice, or but it feels like that's just a place in her voice where she can go if she wants to. Like some people can like going into a falsetto, she can go into a rasp. I'm like, who does that? Um, and then whenever she would go up in the rasp, it was just so interesting. It was like sand, you know, like it was just so delicate, but still so it was so delicate, but so solid at the same time. It didn't seem like she was going. It didn't seem like sometimes people are raspy. It seems like they're fighting against the grain of their voice. If that makes any sense. But for her, it didn't seem like that. It was raspy, but it felt very very solid in what she was doing and intentional. And she was able to really go high in it, and it wasn't screechy. It wasn't like she was pushing against herself vocally. It was just it was the most interesting rasp I've ever heard in my life. It really was. And I know she's doing more things in it. She requires 2 listens for a first reaction. If that makes any sense, because she just did so damn much. Forget my language. I think she did falsettos, but I just, Lord have mercy, I just don't. It was 8 minutes long, and she did so much. I can't really remember it all. I should have been taking notes. Yeah, it was really good. Calvin, this is a good one. Who is Shoshana? Where's she been at? What, like, literally, is she really like specific to a certain region? Is she like what's going on? Like, who is Shoshana? And the audience is crazy because if she came to New Orleans and started singing like that, and she is good too because I don't know if she's just used to audiences listening to her like that, but like I would have felt a way that they wasn't like cutting up behind me. But from where I am, people cut up behind a singer like that. So they was just listening to her, and it wasn't really affecting her. Like, 'cause I guess she was not expecting them to like be reactive. You know what I mean? But over here, if you start singing, you sound good. You're gonna get a lot of things um, said, and you're gonna see a lot of things in response to that. So I'm just look, they blew me. Like the audience was just sitting, y'all just sitting. Oh no, I understand that they're in more of a theater setting, so you're gonna stay in your seat. But she was singing too good for me not to gonna be like, all right, Shoshana, come on, Shoshana. I would have been cutting up, baby. I would have been cutting up. Okay. I would have been cutting up. I don't know how they did it. And then towards the end, like at the by the time by the time the song finished, and we had to give the official applause, we would have been on a whole nother level. Like we would have been standing on the seats, like getting wrong, Shoshana, like it would have been crazy because they was just clapping regular for like she did a good job, but she did better than a good job. Like why? I'm done. She did better than a good job. Okay, she did do better than a good job. Thank you, Kelvin. That really kind of that brought me and Shoshana, that Miss Bean. I feel like y'all just gonna give me kind of saying her name wrong, but I like her name being Shoshana. I like it being Shoshana. Is it not Shoshana? Anyway, that really helped me lift my spirits. I feel myself again closer to it, and that's probably as close I'll be to the day. So thank y'all, and I love you guys. Stay safe. Uh, check in with me. I'll check in with you to keep our spirits the best we can. And I'll see you in the next video. That's what I'll be. Peace.